I am very excited and honored to introduce our special guest speakers this Shabbat morning. They are coming from an organization in Israel called Desert Stars, which is a Negev-based NGO working to create a new generation of Bedouin leaders secure in their complex identity as Arab Bedouin citizens of Israel, committed to making the Negev stronger, safer, and better for all its residents. Ariel Viezel is the CEO of Desert Stars. He served as Youth Village Director since 2018, where he oversaw all the educational and leadership programs at the high school, the Gap Year program, and the youth movement. Ariel has a bachelor's degree in Middle Eastern Studies and Political Science and an MA in Public Policy and Administration, both from Tel Aviv University. On October 7th, Ariel was called to reserve duty, where he served in the Command Center for Search and Rescue missions for nearly 100 days. Esraa Mdegam is a graduate of the Desert Stars program coming from the city of Rahat in the Negev. She is completing her BA in Culture and Event Production at Sapir College, which is just a few miles from the border with Gaza. Esraa believes in the power of music and culture to bring people together, and she's created dozens of events at Sapir and in Rahat in both Arabic and Hebrew. She served on the Arab Student Council to improve Jewish and Arab student relations on campus, and she currently works as a counselor in Desert Stars Women's Program. So I'm inviting them now to tell their story. They will follow up, and we'll talk about it more at the end of the service with a more in-depth presentation during Kiddush for those who'd like to hear it. And also when you leave the sanctuary, there is some literature about Desert Stars and also about Jewish life and the societal life and the diversity of life in the Negev. It is really an honor for me to invite Ariel and Esraa to B'nai Israel.
So good morning, Shabbat Shalom. It's great honor to be here. Mazal Tov for the Bar Mitzvah. It's not easy days in Israel. It's not a simple mission to go out from Israel. It took us 3 flights to be here. It's a big challenge. And I think our main mission here is to talking about hope and about a better future in Israel and about coexistence. This is what we try to do in our job in Desert Stars. I'm now 44 years old. I have 3 children. I was born and raised in a small kibbutz in Israel. And I think I saw, until I finished my military service, I saw that, the same unique people in my close environment. And then for the first time, I met different things when I started my private journey in the education field in Israel, in the NGOs and many projects that I run. And I think the main issue and one of the main challenges of Israel state is what's going on in the Negev with the Bedouin community. A few numbers and a few facts about the Bedouin community in the Negev. There are 1 million civilians in the Negev. 300,000 of them are Bedouins. The Bedouins are held in the worst numbers you can measure a community. Dropout of high school, violence, crime, even health, Bagrut grade, everything is worst numbers. This is one fact. The other fact is 100,000 of those 300,000 living in non-recognized villages in the Negev, which means they don't have nothing. They don't have electricity, they don't have water, they don't have bomb shelters, they don't have sirens, they don't have nothing. Imagine how is it to born and raise children like that. And we need to understand that the numbers are growing, which means tomorrow morning, 2040, okay, tomorrow morning, it's going to be 1 million, almost 1 million Bedouins in the Negev, and become 2/3 of the civilians there, which means Israel have to do something, have to improve the situation there. I can say that the Bedouin society are split in different tribes, more than 15 different families, different tribes. So if I'm a young Bedouin in one village, So I will meet all my growing life the same family as mine. I mean, the teacher in my high school, the students, everyone looks the same, talking the same, and I never go out for my village to meet another Bedouin society. So very, very split, and I don't know nothing about other Bedouins. And what we try to do in Desert Stars is we understand that we need to improve the situation from inside. And we have a few programs, education programs, from age of 14 until age of 30. And we try to develop and establish a new generation of leadership from the Bedouin himself, men and women. And we try to teach them how their future is supposed to be when they will be in an influence position, and how they can change the situation from inside. We teach them to meet myself and my colleagues. All my colleagues in Desert Stars are Jewish and Bedouin together, and they talk in Hebrew, they teach Hebrew. The problem in the Bedouin society, they don't know how to speak the language, the Hebrew language. So they finish high school and they cannot go to academic studying. Less than 8% of the Bedouins going to university and college, so it's a really bad fact. So in our Desert Stars, we're talking Hebrew since the age of 14. They meet volunteers and employees of a Jewish community. We're talking about leadership, about take responsibility. We're talking about know all the Bedouins tribe. If I want them to be a leader, they have to know everyone in the Negev. And we try to talk with them about the future, better future and coexistence. This is what we try to do in our projects. One of our great stars is Esraa, which is here with me. And what I just can say that if now we have around 500 stars, young Bedouin that understand the situation and try to make it better. And our goal is to make it fast and much more. If we have 1,000 or 200 which will catch the position that we want them to catch in every field, in education, in government, in local municipality, everything. So situation in the Negev will be much better. So now please, Esraa.
Oh, I'm so tall. Okay. Hi everyone, good morning. I have had a lot of Jewish friends and colleagues back in Israel, but I have never had any chance to speak at a synagogue, so I'm so thankful to be invited to one. My name is Esraa. I'm a Muslim Bedouin woman who just came across the world to tell you her story. 16 hours, 3 flights, that's what took me to get here. I'm so exhausted. When preparing to come on this trip, one of my colleagues asked me, what's one thing that you would like American Jew to know about Bedouins? And I was like, 1, do not watch the news. Please just don't. 2, if you have a question about a Bedouin, ask a Bedouin, and that's me. Okay. Yeah, that's me. I'm a graduate of Desert Stars organization, which is a leadership organization working with young Bedouin youth in the Negev in the south of Israel. When I was 18, I barely spoke any Hebrew, and I didn't have confidence about the community that I was belonged to. I wanted to do something, but where, when, or what, no idea. I started learning on the women's program of Desert Stars, and then I learned how to speak in Hebrew, and I gained confidence, and I did know what, where, and when I will make a change. I'm the first one in my family who chose to study in a higher education, and I'm the first one to do many things. I'm the oldest of 6 kids, and I'm the first grandchild of my Middle Eastern family. So you can imagine the pressure that was put on me. When I was invited to speak about my journey in the US, I felt so blessed and so honored that they chose me, a young woman from Rahat, to come here and to be with you. I really feel like I'm breaking the barriers to be here with you, and I did it actually because of my parents' support. I believe that we can be leaders and to create a change while respecting our tradition. Being a leader and embracing Israel society, or like speaking Hebrew will not make me any less Bedouin. It's been a really difficult year, and it doesn't matter if you are like a Jewish Bedouin or Muslim Israeli. We have all had a very tough year, but it doesn't break us apart. I believe in a brighter future, and I am still working each and every day to create a one. This is the time for us to be leaders from all over Israel to make things get better. We cannot give up. We must work together to create a future where we all can live together safely with good education and equality of life. Thank you. Toda rabba. That's it. Toda rabba.